It's the latest in a series of attacks carried out against Israeli settlers. This time, a Palestinian man slammed his car into a crowded bus stop in Ramot, an illegal Israeli Jewish settlement near occupied East Jerusalem.
There have been 2 people announced deceased. Of those victims, one of them is a deceased 6-year-old child. I want to emphasize that the attack was on civilians, and the police will not stand for this type of terror on our civilians.
The second victim was a recently married 20-year-old student. Several of those injured were hospitalized. The assailant, 31-year-old Palestinian Khairat from occupied East Jerusalem, was killed on the spot by an off-duty police officer. Within minutes, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu ordered more forces on the streets. Hussein's home has since been sealed, ready for demolition, in line with the fast-tracked measures under the new right-wing government. National Security Minister Ben Gvir rushed to the scene, assuring his supporters of a hardline crackdown.
I first of all thank the Prime Minister for adopting my policy to seal the house immediately. I also instructed the police to set up checkpoints around Jazeera and to stop and check every vehicle. I wanted to set a full blockade there, but there's a legal question around this, so we will discuss it.
But there was no room for discussion for those living in Hussein's neighborhood, Isawiya. Israel's security forces raided it immediately, arresting several people, including Hussein's wife. Palestinians in the occupied territory have called Israel's home raids and demolitions collective punishment, much of which is prohibited under international law. But Israel says it's the only way to deter others from future attacks, a policy that doesn't seem to be working that well. This is the third attack carried out by Palestinians against Israelis in just 2 weeks, the first one being outside a synagogue where 7 people were killed. The ultra-Orthodox Jewish community says that it very much feels targeted. And you can see just behind me there, they've been offering their prayers at the place where this attack happened. Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant has since imposed financial sanctions on 87 Palestinians from occupied East Jerusalem and ordered the seizure of funds given by the Palestinian Authority to families of prisoners in Israeli jails accused of terrorism. At least 43 Palestinians have been killed since the start of the year, and with the death toll rising on both sides every day, there are fears the violence is likely to continue. Sara, Khairat, Al Jazeera, Ramot, near occupied East Jerusalem.